You think it's ready?
Yeah, maybe.
Shall I?
Mm-hmm.
Smells nice.
Thank you.
Sound of this tea, it's coming from a teepee on the hill in Ballygood, in a big meadow full of beautiful flowers. And I'm here with Karo and Mieszko, and we will drink this tea and have a conversation. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Which tea we are drinking today?
Is lemon thyme?
Lemon, time with lemon.
Thyme with lemon.
Tea time with lemon thyme. So what bring you here on this hill?
Love to nature. First of all, I think that it's kind of a root of what we are doing here and why we are here.
Yeah, ancient roots maybe. It's a long story, a long way that brought us here. Because the TP is our home for the last 7 years or 8 years. During the summertime, since May till September, we live in a TP somewhere in the south part of Poland, in the mountains, as far from civilization as possible. This is our base where we invite other people for solitary retreats that we call vision quests in the nature. So it's for some time it's also home for seekers of the truth, I can say, or kind of spiritual seekers, or maybe people who want to spend time with themselves in solitary, far from the daily life, far from all the relations, like external things. And they come to our place that we created especially for this, being alone with oneself in a safe environment. Yeah, and that's what we do for the last 8 years, and before also doing similar things. So that's in short our story, why we are here. And we've been setting up our base, our TP in many places, looking for home. And finally this meadow, this beautiful meadow, surrounded by wild forests with a lot of animals, bears, bison, eagles flying above us. This land, this meadow appeared, called us and let us stay here. That's how we are here now, sitting by the fire and drinking tea.
How it look like a normal day of life in this teepee from September to May?
Well, we have a little daughter. She's 5.5, so sometimes also quite busy, answering to the needs of the family life, and doing daily things like collecting wood and cooking on the fire. And the day is full of the things that must be done, but somehow these things are so simple and quiet that it gives a feeling we have a lot of free time, even if we are busy from the morning till the evening sometimes. So yeah, like daily simple things that must be done, but with this space around, they bring peace of mind. So we do it with pleasure, and we don't have a need for filling our days with other things that could be done.
Daily things like going to collect the water or collecting wood to make fire, where you're also cooking, like taking care of these basic needs in harmony with nature.
I remember stories from old times that during the day there were going to the stream to carry water from the stream and then collect the wood for the fire. So we are doing the same, because we don't have running water here up on our hill. We have to go a few minutes down to beautiful crystal stream, and we take water from there. We can take a bath in a hot day in this pure water, and we cook on the fire, so we need to bring fuel for the fire from the forest.
This is our free day, but there are also times that the groups of people come for a week for the solitary retreats that we mentioned before. And then we spend a lot of time with them. Someone takes care of our child, playing with her in the forest or reading books, and we are trying to dig deeper into the people's minds to help them realize what's really important in life, with the great support of the surroundings that we have here. So we invite them, we sit in a circle, we talk a lot, and then we keep the space and fire for them when they are fasting in the forest, only drinking water for 4 days and 4 nights. We are staying here in a teepee to be present for them, always present, so they can come if they approach any troubles or difficulties. And that's the time that we are trying to also be with ourselves in meditation and in our inner journey, to connect with them in their journey. It takes a week, and then we have some free days, and then again the group comes. So season in Poland is quite short, so it passes very fast. Yeah.
You are supporting some people that it's coming seeking for a vision, to understand something maybe about their life, to search for some space, to reflect, to see things from different perspective.
Yeah, people come in sometimes in a difficult moments in their lives, or sometimes young people come when they feel it's time, they really want to feel the adult one who is responsible for their own lives. So they are seeking the wisdom how to live their life so it can be of benefit. And also we are trying to underline this question very strongly when they go to the forest, so their vision can be fulfilled also with the answers how they can be of benefit for the world, not only for themselves. Yeah, so many seekers in many ages, many professions, really different people come to us, but somehow the thing that it's connecting all of them is to how to live the good life, happy life for themselves and for others.
For some people, it's a kind of a rite of passage. They feel that they want to start a new chapter in their lives, more meaningful chapter, more conscious. They need to make some ritual that would help them start, help them create a new beginning. During this process of vision quest, you are fasting, you are staying in the forest in a limited space. You create a circle in the forest from branches, from wood, and you stay there for 4 days and nights. It's a long process, like internally, subjective experience is challenging, so they go through many difficulties during this process. They are confronting their fears, their weakness, their any kind of addictions, and are closer and closer each day to their own truth, to their inner truth. When they leave the circle, many of them are quite sure. It's like finally being able to hear one's own voice, one's inner voice, or one's heart desire. By doing this, it gives a lot of inner strength also, because you go through hardships, and when you finish it, you can be proud of yourself. It gives you strength. Before you were afraid of it, and now you're after it. So with this new strength, new power, new force, you can start new things in life. You can decide how to lead your life in a more beneficial and beneficial way.
From your words, it looks like that you are trying to open sort of window of the life of the people and in this society also. Because what I can observe around me, it's just really busy lives, and then really full free time with music, concert, show, drinks, drugs, and whatever it's coming to don't feel, don't hear, and just this week it was too much heavy. Let's forget about everything. And I see that here people it's getting rid of things.
Yeah, it's amazing how much the wild nature can be medicine for this busy life and like consumption and wanting always more. I'm amazed, like only 4 days and nights in the forest. In perspective, it's a very little piece of life. But when people are coming out of the forest, their faces are completely different. And many times they say like, wow, I really realized I need so little to survive. And even if I had nothing for these 4 nights and 4 days, even no food, I felt so complete and so in peace. Of course, there were difficult moments, but in the end, I realized like the wisdom and the happiness is inside and not outside. So I want to implement it to my life. So I'm like, wow, we are just holding the space. It's the nature and the inner wisdom of the people that do the work. And I'm always amazed how accessible it is that everyone, each of us can go for 4 nights and 4 days, the best with support to the forest, support of others. And we can contact with such a wisdom and strength and really transform ourselves sometimes from weak and uncertain and people who feel very low self-esteem and they feel weak into the people that speak with strength and power and are ready to go to the world and support others and care for planet and for ourselves. So yeah, it's really beautiful process.
Yeah, and especially in this time, this world is supporting external things, external pleasures, external happiness, and it creates a mindset that if you want to be happy, you need to take something from outside, either from things you acquire. The more you have, the happier you will be, or the better things, the more expensive things, the better you will feel, or more relations you have, the better, or more experiences, the better. And it's all about searching for happiness outside. So Greek philosophers made these terms hedonism and eudaimonia. Hedonia and eudaimonia. And hedonia is searching for happiness outside through senses, through what you can get from the world. And because this direction outside never can be fulfilled like fully. You always need more or new things, or the things always change, and they are never you cannot trust them fully because things change and relations finish, and so you cannot find like 100% support, trust in the external. So what to do to find happiness? And most of people, I think everybody who comes here in one way or another is looking for happiness, like this genuine happiness, this through many ways, just to be happy in life. And what we invite people to is look for happiness through going inside, like this happiness that you can have no matter what are the external conditions. I mean, the external conditions are important, but the source of this well-being can be found inside. And when people come from after 4 days of staying with nothing, not even eating, not having a book, nothing to listen to, no phone, no nothing, just staying alone in the forest, sometimes cold, sometimes rainy day, and they come and they are happy, shining happy. And this happiness is not coming from stimulation, from sensual pleasures, but from different source. And it's like opening eyes for many of them that, wow, I'm kind of free or independent, that I can be happy in the world that is not perfect, and I'm not dependent on the external world to be happy. I don't have to acquire more and more. I don't have to fight for fame or something or power to be happy. I can be happy in a simple life that is filled with kindness towards others and oneself, and close relations can be fulfilling. And through this, people can see that minimalistic life can be fulfilling. We can still be happy and do beneficial things for the world, not having every year new iPhone or new car or something. And for us, it's when I look at this world full of consumption and creating more and more and creating more rubbish and more consumption, more rubbish, more problems, more and more, it's like, wow, it's not the direction that can be sustainable in this planet. We can slow down, but I understand the need to be happy, but you can change the direction of looking for this happiness, not more and more, but listen to yourself, connect in peace, find peaceful state of mind, calm down, and enjoy simple things. And then I think it's sustainable. Then I think we could manage to live together on this planet and not create more and more problems.
So what you are proposing with this vision quest, it's sort of way to switch the perspective, start to look inside, and there you can find treasures, important things to be happy in your daily life. What I'm wondering, come on, 4 days in a forest, it's a lot. Like, people is not scared. It's an experience for everyone. There is some preparation to do, like no food, I don't know, maybe coldness. How to deal with this? Where people find the resources?
Yeah, many people come with many fears of the dark, of the animals, and of their own minds. But what I observe is that the fear grows when they look at being here from the perspective of being in the city, far away from here, and They are scaring themselves with the things that maybe they could be afraid of. But then after the first night in the forest, because the first night they spend in a group, they are, wow, it was super dark. I heard animals, and I felt like with the black blanket of the night that is hugging me, super safe, and really I felt home. So this shows me that we are all connected, and the fears come from the reason that we are living. Many of us live far away from nature, so it seems like something alien, something far away. But somehow, in our genes, in our souls, we are still connected because we come from the earth, we come from nature. So when we return, when we are coming back, we can refresh this connection and release our fears. And if comes about the body, yes, body needs to be prepared for fasting. And in the email before coming, the guests are getting some instructions like to reduce things that are addictive, like sugar, coffee, alcohol, and eat very simple food and make smaller portions and all sorts of things that they can do to prepare the body. But more than prepare the body, it's even more important to prepare the mind, to reduce all sorts of things that are strongly stimulating. I don't know, watching horror movies or whatever entertainment that really stimulates our nervous system. So they can go into the forest smoothly, so it wouldn't be such a shock for the organism when they enter into kind of nothingness after all the stimulation of the city. I think then it's easier, and the preparation for this process is very important. I think the more preparation the people do, the more beneficial can be the process itself, because the mind, like for everything, when you are well prepared, when your mind is set in the proper direction before, then the experience itself can be much more fulfilling. Yeah.
And there's also the importance of preparing the outside world for this. I mean, you know, in these times we are all the time connected, all the time online. Every time of the day you can contact someone, and for whole week people need to arrange everything so that they can just switch off the phone, so they cut contact from external world, and also let themselves be cut off. So the most beneficial state of mind is when you let yourself not think about, for example, your job for a week. Just let it be as it is. The world will survive if you are 1 week off. And I think it's a quite rare opportunity for many people in modern world to just leave totally everything away and be with oneself.
And it's not that this is not important to think about your job and your life and daily things. It's the thing that for this week we are trying to create kind of a sacrum space, something different than daily mindset. So we can reach also different layers of our psyche and contact the things that we are not in contact with while shopping and growing kids and doing all sorts of things that we must do, we are used to do, and we are bound to do. So we give the space for our mind to show us what's there actually when we are not doing things.
You were speaking about this sort of physical preparation to go to this retreat, and also mind preparation, like some slowly get rid of some habits for a while to prepare. But still, it seems such experience that it's like a normal life for a monk, let's say, no? Going to the forest for 4 days and not doing nothing. But for who is living, let's say, a normal life, there is also some tools which they can have for, I don't know, praying or meditate, or how they can across the most difficult moments.
Before or during the experience?
During
Both.
the experience, like which preparation they can have, which tools they can have if you are, I don't know, giving something that they can use in the difficult moments.
We are sharing some tools, and one of our favorite ones is that they can invite to the circle where they are sitting everything that is coming with care and love, and being inviting things, like also personifying the parts of their psyche. For example, if the fear comes, we are not trying to get rid of fear and be brave, but we are saying, okay, come fear, sit with me here and tell me like what's going on, why you are here, why you are approaching me in this way. So they can even put the stones for different emotions and different parts of their psyche and thoughts and feelings, and just to be together with all this, like very compassionate adult adult person who is able to embrace all of it. So this is the core of the experience, and then they can show really what's going on, either the fear or I don't know, boredom or whatever. Each of the elements can have some important information for us because they come, so we invite them and not getting rid of them.
Yeah, and it's if you sit in a circle and invite, like, welcome those states of mind that come, all these emotions, you can be the host of it. You can be the consciousness or the space in which all those things appear, like clouds on the sky. You don't have to identify yourself with certain emotion, but kind of take half step back and look what's happening inside your psyche, inside your consciousness. And that's how you can free yourself from this from how those emotions can sometimes take you, sometimes, you know, catch you, and sometimes even smash you, you know, like, you know, sadness can be so overwhelming that you identify with it. You say that I am sad, not the sadness came to me and I see it, I'm influenced, but I am sadness, or I am anger, I am angry. You can observe those things. So there's one way of dealing with this in a compassionate way, embracing yourself, what's appearing in your space of consciousness, space of mind. And the other thing is like active prayer to the higher self or higher being. You know, there's many ways people describe divinity. So any way you can approach, you can pray, you can direct your thoughts to this higher being or higher state of mind, asking for support, asking for healing, asking for wisdom, for giving you some direction, some more light for your life, giving you courage to change some things, to let go of things. You know, ask, like, a prayer in this very, I use this word in a non-religious way, non-specific religion, just sending prośba, praying for this opens possibility to activate those parts in you, those parts of yourself that are most beneficial for you. If you are afraid and you start to pray for courage, then in the same time you activate this part of you, and it start to, you give energy to this, it start to grow. You open the possibility for this, like every time you ask for something, you open yourself for receiving it.
When you are talking about sitting in the circle, if you're alone in the forest, means that you are sitting in the circle with all part of yourself, this wisdom, the emotions. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes the tool, very powerful tool, but very simple, is just to surrender and stop doing things. Especially in today busy life, we are so used to doing that many people come back and say, wow, I just let myself not do, I just let myself to rest, I just surrender to what's coming. And then the healing came, and I felt held by the earth for the first time since a long time. I felt protected, I feel in my own place, I felt safe just by surrendering to what is. So I think this is very, very important thing to give to yourself, either in daily life or in the circle. This time of not doing, of just listening, surrendering, and receiving from the world that is holding us always. Yeah, I always say that somehow, because we call it vision quest, that this is not that this big vision will come to us on the cloud and say, here I am. Sometimes it happens like this, that people have a dream or some important really vision, but I see it more that the vision is always for us. The world is the vision. It's just we go to the forest to calm our nervous system, to open for this vision, to kind of retune our radio set, so we can again connect to this vision that is always for us outside. So we can learn again to see it and to receive it from this channeling that is always there.
Yeah, it's a lot about not fixing things. Like in daily life, most of people kind fix things, make it better because it's not enough good, or develop more. And in this process is the direction is let it be. For this time, let everything be, and through this, let yourself be. And if you let yourself be as you are, this is the source of love for yourself. If you let yourself be as you are,
Not always better and stronger.
Yeah, and this love towards yourself, if you connect to it, then it can be shared with others. You learn how to let others be as they are, and to listen to their own wisdom, their own heart, their own desires. And even though you are alone in this process of vision quest, the effects of it are wider than only for you. You do it for your benefit, but through this you benefit your society, your relations, your close relations, and as far as you can imagine. And big job makes the intention here, because before starting the vision quest, when we are talking about intentions, why people come here, how it was done in previous centuries, always it was done for benefit of the society, of the tribe, of the family. So also people go there, they stay alone, and everything they experience when they go out will be supportive for their society. And the intention opens also the possibility for healing. Also, like when you want to do something for the benefit of all beings, then you open yourself also for the very powerful healing process. You open your consciousness, you embrace. The more you embrace the world, the more you can get support from the world. And you can do it in a visualization during this time of Vision Quest, or just through feeling that you really are supported. You can, you are fasting there, you stay alone in the forest, and after sometimes you see how much you get from the world, how much you get from your family, from friends. Now and in the past, that you are really supported by the earth, the nature, and it's all the time giving you, like every breath is a present for you, and it's really fulfilling in a deep levels, and it creates a trust in the world, trust in in humanity, trust in yourself. Yeah, and it creates kind of a spiritual warrior then, a fighter for the peace and better world.
I'm wondering if through this experience in the forest you can meet your true self and be in contact with love. So somehow this love, it's also something really close to your real yourself, no? What in this world is bringing people far away from own self? Why we are not in contact with this?
Wow.
Yeah.
You
Whatever. What came to my mind, it's kind of greed. Yeah, it may sound cruel, but if I think about the things that are opposite to the state of mind that we are talking about, it's like always wanting more from myself. And here we go to the forest to have less and being for others. Yes, and also this difference that Mieszko, you told before about eudaimonia and hedonia. Hedonia is more outside, and eudaimonia is somehow more inside, no? Because we are getting more from going inside, not less. Just externally we have less. That's what came to my mind.
Yeah, it's totally natural and healthy that people seek happiness. Each one of us, since you are born, you want to create for yourself the environment that you can live there, and not always you have wisdom. Like small children rarely think about this, that the better environment, the better relations, the better I am. They want for themselves. Many of children and many of adults later on too. I'm most important and I have to take care of myself. I don't care about others. And it's like a totally illusory way of looking at reality, because we are all connected. If I create a nice atmosphere at my place, in my home, within my family, then I'm better and they are better. And if I care only for myself in an egocentric way, I don't care about my partner, for example, then it's more and more struggles and argues, and it's in family you can see this, and between nations, between countries. And especially now, when we created global community, and so obviously everything is connected, like the trade, the business, the politics, in migrations of people, climate, so all so obviously connected, and taking care only for my my country doesn't work. It's not sustainable. For myself, I'm talking for myself. Just at some point in my life, it started to be clear that it's not only about myself, that I won't be happy if I care only for myself. I was lucky to meet people and some wisdom traditions that taught me how to think in different way. And then when I started to practice this, my life started to be better. And if it wasn't so, if I would not meet this wisdom that is in many traditions, probably I would not know this. I would still want more things, and because we have limited resources, the more I have, the less you have. The more fame I have, the less you will have, because I will be better, so someone has to be worse. Like all the time competition, and competition always makes someone less happy and someone more happy, and at some point creates arguments and wars on the world in the world.
Also, I think that in our Western world we went very far away from spirituality, from the spiritual life, from the inner development. We develop many things outside, but not necessarily our inner mind, heart, and wisdom. That's why we forgot how to use this hedonic part, this outside part, that is also necessary for our well-being, but is necessary as a base for higher goals, for inner development of the heart, of compassion. So I think also this going away from the spiritual part of our life, from the ritual, from solitary retreats that were in the past, I think they were common in all kinds of traditions, but somehow by developing things outside, we are more and more forgetting these things. And that also brings us to the point that we have the base of heidonia, but we don't know how to use it for the higher goal. So we develop this hedonia more and more, because somehow we as a societies, we don't have an idea what to do with this hedonia for the benefit. Yeah.
So it seems to be sort of a place where I can come to accept things in my life, things which I like, things which I don't like. Also, I can see who I am, because maybe in this period of life, I don't know, I'm confused. I don't know the work if I'm doing, and it was the work which I was dreaming to do. It's not bringing to me things. So maybe this is not the path, or maybe this is the path, but I need to see in a different way. And seems that I can understand better what is love, and how to love myself, and how to love the others. So seems a place that love is generated from the forest and bringing back to the society. And I'm wondering what is changing in a life of person that come to a vision quest on the community around, like some stories of someone that come and you want to share some.
Sometimes people write to us after even few years. We don't know really what's going on in their lives, but even the last week the girl came after 5 years, and she said, wow, this vision quest was working in me for the last 5 years, and it really bring the big change in my life. Now she came second time because she wanted to change her job, because it wasn't along her ethical beliefs. She knew that what she's doing is not good for the planet, so she was searching for a new way. So these changes, there are for sure, and people are changing their jobs. Sometimes they are writing to us, okay, my life got so much simpler after Vision Quest. I allow myself just to take this pleasure and wisdom from inside and not trying to gather more and more. And also little things like they more honor and respect, for example, moments of food and eating, and stopping before food and eating with gratefulness after the experience of not eating for such a long time. So they change also their attitude to food, and they gain more gratefulness and respect to what they put in their mouths.
They value more their time. Last time there was a man here, 58 years old, and he said he has 12 years till he's 70, and 70 for him is like advanced age, and not much can be done later on. So he had 12 years, and he brought this decision to value each minute of his life, not to lose it.
And to ask himself a question: do I really want to do this thing if I have only 12 years of my life, for example? So making the conscious decision before doing each thing, so he can respect his time to the best of his possibility and make something good with it.
There's a lot of stories. One man, for example, came with a big problem with fear. Like he had panic attacks, and the fear was so present in his life that he was afraid to go out from
apartment,
from his house. And similar symptoms had his daughter, and he decided to do something with this. He was on psychotherapy, but it didn't help much. And then he came here, and after 1 week he was so deeply transformed. A lot of fears just dissolved. Yeah, he said there's a big change in his life, and next time he will come here again to experience it once more in a more conscious way. And what more, he wants to come here with his daughter also for kind of a family gathering we organize here for parents with children. So you could spend your life in fear, not going out of your house. And I think this is a big change when he decided to go out, to come here, to spend these nights in the forest, then to come again with his daughter. And for me, even this one story gives trust that this process is helpful.
Yeah, some people go into long journeys after experiencing the vision quest to seek more of their true, sense of life. There are many different stories. We don't really know most of them, probably because only a few people write us back. But also in the end of Vision Quest, we ask what is the true, even a little thing that you can implement to your own life, like some decision that this experience will not be just an experience somewhere in the forest, just a memory. So they are talking about things like slowing down or keeping time for themselves to reconnect with their intention that they bring from here for life, or some little things to be shared with others, like bringing friends to the forest, so making some space for them to calm down and reconnect with themselves, or teaching children respect to food, and also eating in silence sometimes to really realize what they are putting to their mouth. Like many little things. And also people go out from here with this thought that this big change is a sum of these little things that they can do every day, and usually they are very inspired to implement these things into their lives, and I believe at least to some degree they do, and it is a change to the world.
And this Vision Quest is not a all-powerful medicine that can change your life. Just in 1 week you are fixed and you're done. The rest of your life is happy and and everything is good. It's more inspiration or a point in time from which you can start transforming your life in a real way, because the thing that can really have influence in your life are done every day, every decision, you know, every action, the way you speak to others. So it's like a daily, how you say, discipline, daily kind of spiritual discipline. Do you lead your life in a conscious way, like an adult kind of. You take responsibility for your life, and you know that you yourself create your life through these simple things, through every step, every, you know, activity, and this makes the real change. The vision quest is just a point in time and source of inspiration, and then you take this and either you implement it or you just post it on Facebook that you've been on vision quest, and then you go to your old habits. So it's all about what do you want to really do. Yeah, your decision.
But in the same way, it's such a strong experience that usually it's not that it's so easy to go back to your daily habits.
Yeah,
At least
of
some
course.
change usually taking place. Yeah.
There are a lot of reflection coming to my mind from your words. Before you was mentioning Vision Quest is not this medicine that you make and you fix. I think it doesn't exist, this kind of medicine for everything, no? You know, you're taking some medicine to heal yourself. It's always a process, no? And maybe this seeking for this pills that it's solving your life, it's also a source of problem in this world, no? Like many people think that can be more active in some way, or having more fun just with some substance, but then it's more what is taking than what is bringing. So, and also I was reflecting that in this world, like from small child, we're going to kindergarten, then school is starting, then you need to choose what you want to study, then university or work, and family around that. So what do you want to do when you become life or be this or whatever? Somehow there are these trails that you meet on your life, and seems for a lot of people difficult to look around, no? So maybe a person arrived 40 years old that it was just working on the path, because this is the structure that there is around was indicating just this path, and through this vision quest can open a window and have a more large perspective, and oh wow, and this I think it's really rich moment for life. Even if you just post on Facebook, maybe also you discover that your trail it's fine and it's beautiful and it is also really nice, but you can look more around, and it's let me think about this looking more deep to reality, no? Like what there is behind the curtain. I see nowadays that it's really fancy to use like psychedelics or something like that in seek for a vision, see behind the curtain of the world. And I see this vision quest as something really powerful and really healthy, much more real than seeking for an external substance that it's creating sort of hallucination in your mind. That see, maybe it's can also work, can also bring something, but this vision quest can be something like even more for everyone and more that not some weird things which we need to go.
Yeah,
It's very.
it's about coming back to simplicity and seeing somehow our core that is under or above all these roles that we are somehow pushed to take in our life, of being, I don't know, a policeman or a teacher or a mother, father, or a husband or whatever, like connecting to this humanness that doesn't belong to these categories that we all share, that is our base, that it's somehow so much hidden under all these layers of the roles that we are taking, that it can be very moving moment to touch this really heart of our being a human. Yeah, so in this way it's like going back to the base, to the core of our being human being. Yeah.
We invite not individuals, but it's always a group of people. They don't know each other usually. So there's a group of maximum 9 people going to the forest. And when we sit in a circle and we listen to each other, for many of them, it's revolutionary. Hear how much common we are, how much similar we are in this seeking for happiness, with the problems, with the fears. We can listen, we can see on our own eyes the story of a human person, all the struggles. People are always random. We don't choose specific people for the group. They're random, and always they found so much closeness. They discover same things in others, like in the mirror, and it creates even more kinship with other humans, and closeness and understanding.
And we are also never asking them what are their roles. We don't know anything about each other. Sometimes then in the end we get to know that someone is a lawyer and someone is a student or whatever. So all sorts of I don't know, professions and roles in society are coming in one place, and in the end we are all kind of the same, very similar.
There are poor students, there are rich CEO of some organizations, there are all kinds of ages, old, young, with children, without children.
All want to be happy.
The first time in the forest, or already many years on this self-development path, and it doesn't matter really. Everybody can discover this deepest kind of crystal clear wisdom, and it's always shining with, or have this taste of compassion and love. Is a common thing among humans, and this discovery, especially for, I don't know, we listen to people for many years. We did it many times, and it's like 100% sure that it will be again like this, and it creates much more trust in humanity. It's only because people are lost somehow. They they live in some fake, some illusion about how world look like. They create suffering in the world, like they create wars and argues, like in the core, in the source, they are good but lost. It's making me I have this impression after so many years of listening to people coming from Vision Quest.
I appreciate the fact that you are not asking for who they are, which role they are playing in their life, because this can be big support to understand who they are as a humans, because there is this identification with the role, or the identification of the emotions that before he was mentioning, So it seems also a space where you can see who you are, seek for an identity that is behind all this, It's not your profession, not your emotions. But you have these different parts inside, and there is this state of conscious where everything is appear. In this base of love and compassion, which you hear from the people. So from your words, seems that there are no assholes in these words. There is no bad people.
Yeah, there are bad actions, very harmful actions, and each one of us creates some mess in the world, and but we can develop. There is opportunity to be better always, and every asshole is looking for happiness in a strange ways, sometimes in very harmful ways, but he want to feel safe. He want to create safe environment for himself and feel well. Those two children in kindergarten, one is beating the other because he took my toy. It doesn't mean that one child is bad and will be bad always. Just doesn't have an example, or has too much fear to let go or to see the other. Sometimes it's not easy to see this in the other, those individuals who create so much suffering in the world.
But also the people who create a lot of suffering, somehow they can have also the big potential of creating a lot of good, because they work on strong energies, like a lot of bad. So maybe this can be, when they realize that they harmed a lot, this can be a great motivation to become really like supportive person. This can give even bigger push to go towards love and compassion if they realize. So I think the big change is really possible in humans' minds and behavior. And yes, as you said, I don't believe there are bad people. They are just lost or believing wrong things, believing so strongly that it makes them harm others. But in the core, I think each of us can contact this love and compassion.
Now let's make a game. If we imagine that all world for 1 week together is making a vision quest, how you imagine the world after it?
Wow.
One of the most important things in the vision quest is then after this we sit together by the fire in the circle and we listen to each other. If we do it this way, then wow, imagine everybody sitting together, no one higher than the other, and really carefully listen to everybody's aspirations, needs, wounds, struggles, and dreams. And this would be amazing, this communication from heart to heart.
And at least for a week, all wars would have to stop, because it's impossible to have a war and being on the vision quest. So I think at least this would be of a great benefit. Yeah, wow. I think it might be of change, but it's such a scale that I cannot really even imagine.
In this conversation, I'm understanding more deep your mission with this vision quest and what there's behind, and what you're reflecting in this experience, and seems to be something really beneficial for not for just who is coming, but also for the people around. So like 10 people that come to the vision quest can be 10 family or 10 community that are bringing some energy from the forest, some wisdom from the tree. Did you ever thought about like teach to other people, train other people also to host circles of vision quests and enlarge this practice?
We are thinking, we have a feeling somehow we are not ready yet, that we need some more experience for ourselves. We were talking about it, but I think sooner or later we would like to share, because apparently people share with us, they appreciate how we hold the space and keep the conversation and stuff. So I think it can be of value, but I think we need a few more years to grow for ourselves and really feel this inner calling and strength, and that this is the proper moment, so we can share. Yeah, somehow we are not exactly vision quests, but for the school of trainers, that's how you can call the coach school. I don't know how to say it in English. we are leading a weekend course where we are also sharing the tools we are using in our work here. So somehow, step by step, it's coming that we share what we got from experience of vision quests with others.
Yeah, and some of our participants after the vision quest decide to hold talking circles in their communities, or in a small scale. I remember some people who decided to make a sharing circle, talking circle, um, in their family, like like once in a month, sit by the round fire or round table and talk openly without, like in this tradition of talking circle. And so in a small scale they bring this quality to their life and to their communities.
Also, one of the participants make a similar event as we do for alcohol addicted people. That is also beautiful. They go to the forest for a week. Yeah, and they connect in talking, in being in silence, and staying together. So yes, it's happening. Its own rhythm and time.
And this practice, it's supporting people to get rid from addictions.
I think yes, it can be very strong tool because you go there and you decide to be without anything, and in the atmosphere, in the place, in the surroundings, that you have nothing instead, no extra stimulation, no book, no food, no anything that you can make yourself busy with. So I think it can come as a very strong meeting with the core of this addiction, with the real needs that are the reason of addiction, the real meeting of these wounds or whatever it's causing them. So I believe it can be a strong medicine for all sorts of addictions. Yeah. Very close meeting with with also very difficult emotion. It needs a lot of strength and of being brave to be able to do this. But yeah, if the people will find it in themselves, I think they can be healed in many ways. Yeah.
It's possible to, like cutting the root of addiction, or at least
touching the root.
touching can give a strong influence, impact, inspiration for changing your habits. It's like can be like a bucket of cold water you put on your face, on your head, refreshing, and seeing, wow, my life, do I want to spoil my health in this way? Is it really supporting me?
Yeah, but I also think it's not necessary for everyone. For each moment of the life, we need a kind of stable base emotionally and stable psyche to do it, because it's strong experience. So if we are already in parts and we cannot really collect ourselves and be strong enough, and we have very strong fears or very strong addiction in the moment, maybe it's not the best time to do it. Yeah. So certain kind of stability and momentum in life is necessary.
It's about, not pushing too much. This process of vision quest is about allowing things to be as they are, allowing yourself to be as you are. Then it can be in conflict with, you are addicted, so allowing yourself to be addicted is not the way to heal addiction. And also, if you decide to break the habit, break the addiction, then it can be made by force. You go there and you stop totally, and you push yourself to stop, and then it it's not always working in a good way.
Yeah, but I think one of the strong point of this vision quest is this personal will. So
Yes.
if it's not the moment, I don't
Yeah.
hear the call. But if I feel it, I'm
Yes.
coming and I'm ready, and
Yeah.
I can process things.
Yeah, and because it's kind of extreme, so also people before coming they think twice if I'm really ready to fast in the forest by myself for 4 days and 4 nights. So I have a feeling that almost only people who are stable enough come to us. That somehow it's like a filter itself, the I don't know, the range of this experience. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was nice cup of tea.
You want some more
Yeah.
tea?
Yes. Multi more questions.